Good morning, everybody. It's the pollinator. Yeah, I know. I have not made a video all year. And for the last couple of months, I've been sitting here wondering um, why I haven't done this in a long time. Hope y'all missed me. Anyway, yeah, listen, one of the reasons why, and it's all vanity, I swear it's vanity, is because if you haven't noticed from time to time, I'm starting to forget words um, out of my vocabulary, and it was really bothering me. Plus, um, the election last year just knocked me out. Okay, I went hard in the paint for Kamala Harris, and when she didn't win, let me tell you, I don't know if I made a video already about that. I'll have to look on my channel to see if I did. At the end of last year, about what happened um, that day and the ensuing week after that election. I mean, I was livid. I couldn't believe they were putting asshat Mango Mussolini, Cheetolini. I've got lots of names for that character. I couldn't believe they were putting him back in the White House. And the day of the election, I knew about halfway through that it was all over. When all of a sudden, from nowhere, he began to pull ahead in swing states. First, I thought, wait a minute, something fucked up is going on here. And I saw that in various cities around the United States. In those states, bomb threats were being called in to push people out of the buildings until the threat was clear. And then because of things that character said before the elections, I don't need any more votes. Oh, there's going to be a big surprise, and I think he said the October surprise, but I knew some hanky panky was going on about that election. He stole it really. Um, Once again, he lost the popular vote, and he did not win by much, even though he brags that he did. Of course, that guy cannot open his mouth without lying. Just can't do it. It's it's impossible for him, given his mental capacities, his mental illnesses, his mental state of mind. That man cannot open his mouth. He opens his mouth and it's like a ticker tape. And what's on that ticker tape? Lie, 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 lie. He inflates everything. He just lies about everything. It's so obnoxious. But I couldn't believe we were going to be going through this again. And I knew it would be far worse. So about halfway through that election, I was on Substack. I've been playing a lot there for the last year. I've been writing a lot. I've been picking up Substack subscribers. I will put a link to my Substack in the description of this video in case y'all want to go over there. In case I've got some readers and my subscribers here on YouTube. Um, and yeah, so I was on Substack and somebody mentioned the TV series The Handmaid's Tale. So halfway through that day, I found I'm sorry, was it just episode one? Yeah, I think it was just episode one. Or maybe it was season one. Oh shit, I don't remember. See, I'm telling you, I'm having problems with my memory. Anyway, so I turned off my TV and shut down everything to watch No, I'm sorry. I watched it on TV. Anyway, I watched the whole season or episode. I don't remember what led me to what, but I ended up buying all of the seasons when they became available. I think I got the first four seasons, and then I had to wait for the rest of the seasons to be released. But I binge watched The Handmaid's Tale. I got really hooked into that. Um, it was it was very difficult to watch. Being it that I'm a trans man, I've had the experiences that women have had. I did not begin my transition until I was 58 years old. So for all of those years, I presented female, and I had all of the experiences that women do. And then I transitioned, and everything changed. Um, so I binge watched for like 5 days. I just watched as much as I could watch. But I was just knocked for a loop. I didn't want to participate in anything. The only thing I did was eat, come home, and continue watching that TV series. I'm surprised they call it a TV series. It runs like a movie, but yeah, it runs like Netflix stuff does. Um, Prime Video has gotten into the act, and so have a lot of other streaming services where they have lots of episodes and seasons for various things. And that was the best I could do until that Sunday when I snapped out of it and continued to watch in horror as all the fascists in this country have stepped forward and created a coup. And have taken this country back to times that have been long past. They're well, most people know what the hell is going on. Some people don't. Some people have buried their heads in the sand and they think nothing bad is really going to happen here, and it's already happening. I can't even believe the people who do bury their heads in the sand, because um, what they're doing to the immigrants is just horrendous and a nightmare. Um, it's just he's intentionally screwing up this country. He's intentionally trying to destroy it. He's putting it up to the highest bidder. People who can offer him money for various things are coming in, and he's selling planes, trains, and automobiles. He's just he is the worst president that I've ever seen, and I'm sure there may be more terrible ones in our history, but he has got to be the worst. Him and his entourage, his goons, his the ice that most of those people probably came from the insurrection that he caused. And what they're doing is just a crime against humanity. And his constant yelling that anybody who disagrees with his methods are treasonous, while he commits treason. Left, right, left, right. And as far as I'm concerned, the entire group of incompetent idiots that he has in his regime, I don't call it an administration. They're not administering anything. They're stealing taxpayers' money. That's what they're doing. I don't know what the hell these maggots are thinking, but he's stealing from them too. He's stealing from everybody, and he's putting all of it in his pocket, living large or whatever. It's just oligarchs and his thinking are one and the same. And they're all using him to push their own personal agendas. The Christians are using him, the evangelists are using him, the tech bros are using him. I mean, everybody that can use that guy is using him to destroy this country. Putin's using him. Putin's got some shit on him. He's got a video of Trump sucking Bubba's dick. And I'm sure he's got other things that he's hanging over that guy's head. The stuff he's doing with Ghislaine Maxwell, and I can't see how anybody is cheering for this guy. But, you know, he's got a loyal occult base who just thinks he's the coming of Jesus Christ or something, but really he's the Antichrist. He's evil, he's vindictive, he's petty, he's fragile, he's weak. You know, only strong men run around talking about I'm a strong man. All of the stuff that he claims he is, he's the opposite. And he's convinced. He's, you know, fascism loves to lie. Fascism loves to alter reality. Loves to get people who will think left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up, forward is backwards, backwards is forwards, being sane is insane, being insane is sane. I mean, everything that is the opposite of one thing, he's altering it, normalizing it, and his base is eating it up. And I don't, unless they're all mentally as ill as he is, how in the hell are they believing anything that comes out of his mouth? I don't know. Anyway, so I've been out of it pretty much just trying to keep up with things and write a lot about what is going on. I don't write like the celebrities that have shown up on Substack with their subscription services all turned on for that you can't participate unless you pay them. Some of them have previews of their articles, and then you can't see the rest of it unless you pay them. Anyway, everything's getting all fucked up. Capitalism is destroying this country. The ability for the wealthy to become madly wealthier is destroying this country. But they're doing it on purpose. That's what's so obnoxious. They want people so desperate that they're willing to do and accept anything. Middle class is gone. And I saw that happening decades ago. I saw the beginnings of them slowly chipping away at the middle class. But now they're in trouble, serious trouble. In fact, I ran into a video. It's very long. I don't know if it's an hour and a half, but it's over an hour long. That says, that is going over all of the biblical reasons why this country must be destroyed. And who they're going to hand it off to after it's destroyed. Who is God going to hand it off to after it's destroyed? Black people. Now, I'm not religious, but I find some of the things that come out of religion very fascinating. And so I watched the whole thing, and then I watched another video of theirs that was shorter. Maybe I'll put the shorter one in here, and then in the description I'll put the long one, the one that I saw, and all of the reasons straight out of the Bible of why the first will become last and the last will become first. Anyway, no doubt about it in my mind that he's destroying this country on purpose. And he's trying to he's destroying buildings at the White House and destroying those grounds to make it look like the gaudy bullshit that he has at Mar-a-Lago. The guy is just a big old fucking loser, trying to convince himself that he's a winner, trying to convince his base that he's a winner too. No doubt in my mind that the people that follow him are the biggest losers on the planet, who finally got permission to show their hatred to express their hatred of other kinds of people. Um, remember in Ghost when Whoopi said, "You're in danger, girl." Yeah, well, the American people are in danger. We are way into the process of losing democracy, and it's a nightmare. It's like a very bad episode of Twilight Zone. What's going on in the United States is just horrendous by anybody's standards. I know something in my head. Oh, okay. That's a video um, by Jay-Z. Um, yep. See, it left my head what it is. Anyway, people jumping around and clapping for what they're seeing with popcorn in their hand. This, I wouldn't pay to see a movie like this. Although, you know what, someday they are going to make a movie about what has happened in this country and all the idiots who went along with it. And I can't wait. Well, I'm going to have to wait. And I don't know if I'm going to be alive when it happens. But when they have the American version of the Nuremberg trials for all of these bad actors who have been committing crime after crime after crime, ignoring the Constitution. Now, you know, they're part of Project 2025 is they're rewriting a new Constitution. They're going to replace our Constitution. And the idiot SCOTUS is probably going to let it happen because, you know, he threw a bunch of people in there his first term. And bad actors, bad actors, bad actors with very nefarious things going on in their heads about who's going to get what after this country is all chopped up. Now, there's another reality that could happen, which is that we take these motherfuckers down. We take them down and take our country back. You know, a lot of this is happening because that's what the fucking goon said he was going to do for white people, is to take the country back. They're going to bump into the wrong people that aren't going to go along with this at all. I ain't going back to Jim Crow. They're also beating the hell out of trans people in the background. I don't know why they're being secretive about that, and you wouldn't know unless you were trans, because they're no longer, you know, the propaganda machines called corporate media is not saying out loud what they're doing. But there's got to be 400, 500 bills in the United States, which is the equivalent of 8 bills per state against transgender people. Then they're trying to, they're trying to bury Black history. They're trying to get rid of our leaders, our celebrities being mentioned in writing, in museums, in anywhere they can. They're so afraid. Well, maybe, okay, wrong agenda. They want to turn this country into a white country. That's what they intend to do. Get rid of everybody who's not white and just be white people here. I don't know about y'all, but that's gonna make this country real fucking boring. This is the largest melting pot in the world that they're trying to change to just being white. Discouraging different kinds of people from joining the military, kicking out people who are in the military just for shits and grins because they've got a drunk in charge of the Department of Defense. Heck's breath. Calling this Department of Defense Department of War. Are you serious? Anyway, so all of these reasons, all of these things have kept me from wanting to make a video because I knew I would be all over the place if I did. There's just too much going on here, which is also by intention. They're flooding the zone, which is part of what they did in the 1930s, and Nazi Germany did, to get people confused, to keep people off balance, to keep people exhausted, to keep people from figuring out how to stop this. Because it's happening for a country of this size, it's happening pretty fast. It took Hitler, was it 30 something days to change them into a dictatorship? I forgot the numbers, but it didn't take them very long. But Germany, this is like the United States is like having 50 different countries in one, which makes it much more difficult for them to get everybody on board with what's going on, what their plans are, what their agenda is. It's going to take a while. And meanwhile, they're stuffing shit inside that big, beautiful bill, big bullshit bill to deregulate things like AI. And those guys' plans are really retarded. I'm going to try to find, I don't know if it's an article. I can't attach articles because my channel isn't big enough. So I can't slip text things to the channel. I can only slip other videos onto the channel. But if I find the what I'm looking for, if I can't attach it to the video, I put it in the description. But about the Tech Bros plans, all the motherfuckers that showed up at the inauguration. Did y'all notice how many of them were there that day? All of them. Amazon, Facebook, you name it. Probably Google, probably Apple. All of the companies that have to do with technology were there that day. And their plans is to change society into something very, very different than what it is now. They think they're going to be able to go to Mars too. Really? Well, go to Mars and take all these motherfuckers with you. How about that? Yeah, they think they're going to fuck up this world to get filthy, filthy, filthy rich and then split. They don't care about people. They're as self-centered as everybody else. And you know what? I warned about this self-centeredness crap, where it's me, I. Just worry about me and mine and not worry about your fellow man. Well, that's why all this shit is happening. Because people forgot. People stopped. People got so engrossed in their life that they didn't have time to think about anybody else's. I wasn't raised like that. I have not forgotten what it was like to care about others, or to even care for others more than you care for yourself. I no longer think that's healthy, but not caring at all is really unhealthy. I hope the youth will be able to pick up when we get this country back and do something with it to fix the way the United States operates. Because it's been fucked up for a long time. It's been, fucked up for a long time. For centuries. People getting rich off of free labor that black people gave them. We created their wealth. They didn't create that shit on their own. We made white people wealthy. Free labor. And now they're just running away with the show. And their plans are to just, they want to create these, the closest I can think of it is these pods in culture where people live. Very futuristic type stuff. The kind of thing that science fiction movies are made out of. But they think they're so untouchable that they'll get away with that and build AI into everything. AI is very dangerous in the wrong hands, and I knew it. I had people tell me, um, oh, well, that's where it's headed. You better get on board. You better get with the program. Oh, fuck y'all. Nah, I knew it was going to be bad. And people would tell me, oh, AI is so great and this and that. No, it ain't. They're the same fools that answer the phones and never let you talk to a human. And it's going to get to the point where we're not going to be able to talk to them. A lot of those companies don't even have fucking telephone numbers anymore. But listen, um, I'm not going to, excuse me, I'm not going to make my usual hour-long video tonight. I'm like coming back. I'm not going to say tour, but um, the fact that I came back and I'm making a video today, I'm not going to wear myself out with it. But I got, oh, I mentioned something about vanity and why I haven't been around. I really have wanted to go live for a long time, but the first time I did it, there was such lag time. It was an older phone, and the lag time made it unusable. So I deleted it. And I wore glasses. And if I did it live, I wouldn't be able to see people's comments if I did not wear them. But I don't like wearing them. I didn't like wearing them. I got LASIK. Um, 2 months ago, well, a month and a half ago, I got this eye done. And then 2 weeks later, I got this eye done. And I'm still putting drops in my eyes to this day to recover from the surgery. It was really a cataract surgery, and then I decided to get LASIK on top of it. So now I can see. Now if I do a live, I'll be able to see comments if I want to jump on one. But I can't do it in the middle of the night because everybody's asleep. That's when I like to do things. I am a night owl. I tell people I'm a vampire. I am the night walker. I used to be able to shop at night, but now I can't anymore because fucking Walmarts aren't 24 hours anymore. The pandemic really screwed up a lot of things and made things very inconvenient for consumers. Um, so anyway, I'm back. Can't say I'll make videos any more regularly than I've done in the past. Um, I'm still working myself up to getting my story in print. Um, I found out it's very difficult to write about yourself, and I lost all the memoirs that I had when my computer got stolen back in uh, 2001, I believe. 2001 or 2002, my computer was stolen out of a hotel room, and all of my memoirs were on it. So I had to start all over, and I did write half of my book, and then I stopped shortly. Half of my story, I stopped shortly before my mother's death. That was so fucking hard on me and so difficult to write about that I didn't want to write it, and that is where that book ended. And then I thought, okay, I'll make a shorter one. But what should I make it about? I know, my transition um, from female to male. I hit my 10-year anniversary at the end of October, at the end of last month, and so much has happened during these 10 years that it might be an interesting story to pump out myself. And I won't have to talk about the very difficult things that I've had to go through, except, I lost my dad. Um, that's been tough. It's been tough to grieve him because he passed away with our relationship still being iffy, iffy. Um, so I've got a lot to process before I'm clear and free of the memories of my entire life when it came to him. I was pretty much hidden, like being in the closet with him and his second family. And they did their best to keep me at bay. And I wasn't even really aware of all of those things consciously until he passed. And then it all came rushing forward. Then his wife passed. Was it last year? Yep, it was last year, the end of last year. Um, she had a son, but I'm very estranged from him. I mean, he's never known me. Um, I would come in and out of town and got to play with him as a kid, but when he became an adult, I was pretty much estranged from all of them. Um, I'm the one that kept chasing my dad around, um, as best I could, as best as they would let me, and as best as my finances would allow me to. I'll make a lot of money. I do pretty good, but because I got this house with it, but with my income, but I can't travel all over the place. You know, the last thing I did before I bought this house is went to Costa Rica, and those videos are on this channel too. Anyway, I just wanted to give it a shot being back on here. I was actually writing an essay, and I even said in there, I think I'm going to make a video. So I put up this green screen. There's a green screen behind me that I slap moving videos onto after I finish making these videos. So I put it up. Hasn't been up for a year, or close to a year, and I stuck it up and said, okay, I'm gonna go for it. So I hope y'all are happy that I came on here, and yep, I'm still here. I'm still going strong. Um, I do have some health issues, but I'm dealing with it. I've got great doctors who care about me a lot and force me to deal with these issues as I get older. I'm 68 now. I'm fucking pushing 70. I can't even believe it. When you're younger, you never think of being this old. You don't. And a lot of people don't make it to this age. Um, so I guess I should be grateful for that. I'm still quite active, and I've slowed down a little bit, but only because, shit is going on and I have to tend to it. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. It is the weekend. It's Saturday morning. And the pollinator is out.